Okay, so good afternoon or noon to everybody. I'm Danny Abraham. I'm the CEO and founder of CephX. We have Irit with us today, who's the support and success manager, customer success manager. And what we want to do is, since we've been working with the COP for quite a while, we thought it would be a good idea to be able to discuss some of the options and kind of maybe some of the less obvious tools that we have, and kind of brush through some of the features that we have within CephX. Let me just go over CephX just a little bit, kind of an overview. So we're here to, again, deepen your understanding and minimize your use of CephX, maximize your use of CephX tools, explore the advanced features and best practices, and discover our latest innovations, both on 2D and 3D. I think there's a lot of relevant stuff here. And a little bit about the company. CephX is very much AI-driven and has a mission statement of improving orthodontics with AI-powered tools, both in 2D and 3D images. We're integrated with many of the leading system providers, as well as regulated with FDA clearance and different regulation requirements. We have both our kind of analysis and segmentation and X-ray features, but we also have imaging features which could be interesting to you. So without further ado, I would like to go in to our system, which I assume you guys have seen. This is basically what our system looks like. This is the dashboard and is the list of patients that or cases that have been sent so far. I would like to kind of take the journey from the first step of what you would do in order to send a case. And again, I just want to remind that we have a lot of integrations and kind of synergy with PMSs, and I think you guys work with Ortho too. So if you guys want a even more streamlined and integrated solution, you probably wouldn't even have to go to this dashboard. It would be all available to you from within Ortho too. But that's for later. For now, the minimum you have to do in order to send a case is just put in the name of the patient. So I'm just going to call it COP demo. And you can decide if you want to upload a 2D image, a 3D image, or an actual image gallery, which means all images related to this case. And I want to show you what happens if you do that. You can just select the images from your computer, and what it does is it firstly automatically labels the images and tells you which is which. So you don't really have to kind of have to tell the program that this is a ceph and this is a pano and this is a profile and so on. It does it all automatically for you. So really what you've done is just selected a bunch of images on your computer. And if there's a number of images that are of the same type, it will try and detect which is the most appropriate out of all the images, but it will still upload all the images that you've selected. And then obviously the template becomes much easier because it's already arranged for you. You didn't have to label anything. You didn't have to arrange anything. It just puts it in that kind of template, which you can then export to PDF and PowerPoint and whichever format you like. Also, you can, of course, edit. We've got a lot of editing tools and different abilities to change image quality and so on. But that's something that you can do, and it's quite a standard. We have a lot of different imaging templates. So if you want to rearrange some of your templates or rearrange the images in different formats, that's always possible. But the main point here is that you can see that it recognized that this was a Ceph, and this was a profile image, and you can see it labeled it as a profile image. And this is bite wings and intraoral and so on and so forth. And since it recognized that this was a Ceph, you can hit on the trace button, and we'll take you directly to the tracing of the Ceph, which is being also done automatically. So here we have a lot of bells and whistles of what you can do. If you want to edit some landmarks or change around some information, you can do that. Got a lot of different filtering tools and basically manipulation tools. But at the end of the day, it's kind of, as far as a Ceph tracing program is concerned, it's quite standard. But the point is, it's done 99% of the work for you, if not 100% of the work for you. All that's left for you really is to download the analysis that you may want to have. We have an endless list of analyses, and we also have a custom analysis editor. So if you want to build out a version of your analyses or a specific layout, both visually and also with regards to measurements, that's possible. It's all built in. You can even have us build it for you and put it in this list. But for the demonstration's sake, I'll just select a few analyses, and you can even search for analyses. So I'm just gonna select the list, and you can just have your analyses built out or selected out for you, and that's it. It's ready. You really had not much effort in order to get to these results, right? So we've got, again, different layouts. I think we have a demo here of Ceph and background layout, so you can have it over the Ceph, you can have it over the profile, and again, just a lot of different options. Another interesting thing is that since it recognized, let me go back to the images here. Since it recognized that there's also a profile image, it will also automatically place the Ceph over the profile. Sorry, the tracing over the profile. So again, that was done automatically. And then we can also download analyses with the profile in the background. So if you've got specific profile analyses, that's doable as well. I think I've got a sample of a profile. This is not released yet, but just so that you know, you'll be able to also just shift over the X-ray to the profile automatically with this slider. So again, all of it was done for you automatically, but the idea is that you've got a wide variety of options, and pretty much everything is being done automatically for you. So you don't have to, again, label the images, tell it what type, put in the tracing, put in the profile, kind of anchorage points. It's all done for you. Yeah, so that is with regards to the basic Ceph tracing. So yeah, it was Ceph tracing and imaging as well. Another interesting thing that we have is also superimposition. Okay, so yeah, so superimposition allows you to upload a number of stages for the same patient. You can go to the superimposition screen, which again overlays the different stages of the patient, which is pretty much what the superimposition does. But once you've gone there, you can also have different views to allow you to see the superimposition in different ways. So this is quite a standard look. You have the superimposition here. You can play around with the colors. You can play around with which stages you want to show. You can play around with which background within the superimposition you want to show. So if I want to show the post-treatment or the pre-treatment, and you can have as many stages as you want. You can also play around with the movement and scaling if you want to fine-tune stuff. And also the anchorage points and alignment points. So if I, for example, want to base it on the nasion and the alignment on the, oh, sorry, I'm getting this wrong. The alignment has a few kind of presets, so I can change my alignment on different angles and different or different planes and different anchorage points. But I can also create a custom alignment where I choose which anchorage point and which plane I am going to base the superimposition on. I can also export the superimposition report. So there's, again, a bunch of different options here. Download the report, and it's a basic PDF with the different sections, with the alignment of the maxilla, the mandible, and of course the kind of main superimposition screen. So that is regarding superimposition. Are there any questions specifically concerning this side of the system? Okay, so moving on to the 3D side of things. So we have the ability to accept CBCT files and intraoral files, intraoral scan files, in order to do a number of different operations on them. The basic thing we do is when we get a CBCT is a bunch of analyses. So we do an airway analysis, we do a segmentation, and I'll show you all about that in a minute. We do, if you upload as intraoral scan, we also segment each teeth within the intraoral scan, and we also mesh the two together. So you can mesh the CBCT and the intraoral scan automatically, and I will show you in a second what that looks like. But the point is that here is, for example, a CBCT that was uploaded, segmented automatically, and meshed with an intraoral scan. So we can see the gingiva. Again, let me take this away. So we can hide the gingiva. We can see the teeth inside the bone. Currently, we're looking at a CBCT view, but if I look at the stitched view, you'll see it'll change a little bit. And now you're getting very accurate crowns from the intraoral scan stitched with the segmentation from the CBCT. So I can look at a specific tooth, and you can see that the crown part is very accurate and detailed. Because of course, an intraoral scanner is more detailed than a CBCT, and the rest is the actual CBCT. So let me unfocus that tooth. And another interesting part is that you can hide a tooth. Let me just play around with some opacity features here. Okay, so now I can look inside the actual socket of the tooth in the bone, see the relationship between them, and start kind of get a better view and a more insight as to what's going on. Of course, I can also say, well, I only want to see the teeth. I don't want to see the bone at all. And now you're getting relationship between roots and teeth and different viewpoints that are otherwise difficult to see. Of course, a lot of the times this is better when we have impaction, because that's like when it's really difficult to see during using other methods. But yeah, you can see the nerve was also automatically located, and the airway was traced and segmented as well. So yeah, it just gives a better view of what's going on. Of course, this is a fully fledged DICOM viewer, so we can actually see what the DICOM looks like from the different angles. And you can see that we actually have a segmentation view on the 2D slices, where we can see what each slice shows as far as segmentation is concerned. And we can turn the segmentation on and off, and you can see what it looks like. There's, again, a lot of different bells and whistles here, and the features here allow you to also look at the 2D slice within the 3D segmentation. So you can see now the same slice on the actual 3D, and we are moving up and down the plane of the segmentation. Of course, there's kind of basic CBCT tools, and you can do measurements and angles and different features. But the main point is to be able to see segmentation, see relationship between teeth, see what it looks like on each slice if you want. We can take away, we can take away all the distractions and just see a slice in comparison to the CBCT. But yeah, that's kind of with regards to the CBCT, what we can do as far as viewing the DICOM, viewing the segmented teeth, overlaying one on the other, meshing the intraoral scan and the segmented CBCT. We go to the intraoral view. You can see, so this was the intraoral scan that was uploaded, and the first thing we do is we automatically segment it. So we've got segmentation tools, and that's part of what allows us to do the meshing of the two. So we have the segmentation of the intraoral scan, and then we also have the stitching. Again, if I looked at the stitch version, we can see all the stitch teeth here. Another interesting option is to be able to view the airway. So we generate an airway report. You can see it's very easy to see that there's a bottleneck here. And the red, of course, that is a notation of very small airway slice. And here is the minimal area slice with 50.13 millimeters, which is considered quite a bottleneck for the slice. We can actually export this into a file and see a report with regards to the airway. So the same report, just this is a flat file PDF, and we see the minimal area slice here. It's very easy for a patient to see that there's not a lot of room over there, and these tools allow them to kind of get even a better understanding of what's going on. We've seen it's been very instrumental in demonstrating to the patient or educating the patient if there may be any OSA issues, and that there may be need to go to a sleep lab and go through the OSA route. And that is regarding the 3D. Let me just see here. We also have the ability to play do some teeth movements and then play kind of staging videos based on that. But I think it's less relevant for this session. The idea is that the more we advance, the more tools we're giving through this viewer, and that will at some point be a fully fledged kind of planning software also for stages and aligner treatment. That is, in a nutshell, I think the main points I wanted to go over. Were there any questions? Firstly, here we go.
Hello, thanks for your presentation. I wanted to know that how you upload the CBCT file to this software.
Oh, sure. So let me show you. That's pretty straightforward. Uploading, again, at any point you can go to the patient and hit new patient as you would upload 2D Ceph. So, you go through this process exactly the same. And in the image type, you hit 3D. And in 3D, now you decide if you're uploading a single DICOM file, multi-slice directory, a zip file with slices inside, or an STL file. And we also have a desktop-based uploader where you can install just this simple kind of local app, and then just drag CBCT files into a folder, and it will just upload them automatically for you. But like the basic way is to, let's say you select a zip file, and I think here you would just select your zip and would start uploading. And you can also select which features you want, because the more features, the longer it takes. So if you want only teeth segmentation, if you want the 2D extraction, which takes the CBCT and turns it into a Ceph and does these Ceph analysis on the 2D, all of these are different elements that you can have done automatically.
And it would be the same for the scanner, yes? If we choose a 3D, then for the scanner, is it compatible with iTero?
Well, all you need to do is export it to a STL file from the iTero.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, you can upload any STL file.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I just have a quick question, if that's okay.
Sure.
How quickly if we do adopt this tool during consultations, how quickly can a TC, our treatment coordinator, get on, plug all the information in, come up with an analysis so it can present it to the patient and sell a case, or kind of convince the patient to get healthy, get better treatment, get better tooth alignment and bite?
Yeah, sure. So the 2D analysis happens pretty much instantly. I think kind of in the live demo. So if we go to, let's go to 2D. Oh, sorry. Let's go to image gallery, right? So the image gallery, this is a live demo, right? This is happening on the fly. So once you select your images, once they're uploaded, right? So they're uploading. It'll probably take faster from your location. But once they've finished uploading, it's pretty much done, right? So your gallery is already done. And again, this is happening as we speak, right? This is a live demonstration, so it's not something I pre-prepared. I just pre-prepared the case, but not the actual analysis. So the gallery is ready pretty much immediately. And then if you want to see the Ceph, yeah, it's also pretty immediate. And the same for profile, same immediacy. With regards to 3D, that's already a longer process because it's heavier files and more compute power. Can take very much depending on the file size. We've seen CBCT scans that are 50 megas and the CBCT scans that are like a gig. So depending on that, it can take between a few minutes to, I don't know, half an hour, something like that, on the real, edge of the spectrum. Yeah, was there anything else?
Daniel, we didn't talk about the Ceph from CBCT, I believe, and also maybe the annotation tools. If not sure it's relevant, but
no, I don't think annotation tools are so relevant. Basically, there's possibility to edit the 3D segmentation as well, but I am assuming that for now it's not relevant to you guys. It's a possibility if something needs to be fixed or changed or updated. It's there. There's a whole set of annotation tools. It's because it's 3D, it's more complex than 2D kind of editing of the points. So that's why I don't think it's relevant. But I think the Ceph from CBCT may be relevant. Are any of the practices with the CBCT machines? Well, let's put it this way. If there is a CBCT uploaded, so here's a sample. One of the things that's done automatically is a tracing from the CBCT. So you just have to upload the CBCT. It automatically recognizes the points and does some completions if there's, cutoffs. But you're going to get the same analysis and the same features as you would get if you uploaded the regular CBCT. The regular Ceph, and that's just a kind of service included in the 3D services we provide when uploading a CBCT.
Also, maybe mention the editing tools for our Ceph, Scale and Sketch.
Right. So we have tools to allow you to play around with the landmarks. Again, playing around with landmarks, you just kind of grab them, but it's pretty straightforward. Basically, when the AI recognizes that there is a scale bar, it will automatically scale the Ceph according to the bar, but that's also editable. So this little comb thing here allows you to kind of make sure that your scale is accurate. This is like, I think 30 millimeters we selected. So again, that's something that is possible. We've got a sketch, little sketch pad if you just want to take distance between 2 points and get some results, or get some angles between the two. So let's do pink and cyan. And we've got like this angle that is given to us. So there are tools here to provide these services, but yeah, it's up to you guys if that's interesting enough, or it's something good to show to the patient, right? So if you're talking about selling the treatment to the patient, you say, well, here is your upper incisor, and here is the lower incisor, and the usual interincisal angle is I think 30 something, 31 or 32. I don't remember the exact reading, but the idea is that yeah, and in our case, it's not that number. Therefore, we're going to have to do procedure A, B, and C. I think that's very helpful in selling the procedure. But with regards to speed, it's pretty much immediate on the 2D side. Okay, so I think from this point, if there's any further questions, you're very welcome to send them over either via email or via our intercom icon that you should have on your screen on the bottom right when you log into the system. We'd be happy to help. If you want to trial out the 3D stuff, please let us know. You can upload it directly, or just send it to us and we'll upload it for you if you want to just check it out initially. And then yeah, I think we're pretty much good unless there's any further questions. Going once, going twice.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming on as well on a Sunday. I appreciate you all doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.